Hey, what's up guys? This is Darth9 and you're watching a domination on grid in Call of Duty Black Ops. I don't usually play this game, but since they brought out that new playlist with no Last Stand or Ghost, I gave it a shot and it went pretty well. I think I only played a couple games and this was a better one, so you'll have to excuse my accuracy, and you'll see right here I miss a ton of shots. I've been playing on PS3 lately, as some of you may know. I've actually been playing a ton of PS3, so it's kind of hard to adjust between controllers, and hopefully you guys won't mind my poor accuracy in this game. So what I want to talk about today is Modern Warfare 3 versus Battlefield 3. And I know people have covered this topic before, but I don't necessarily think that they've done it justice, so I just want to set in stone for you guys why the Call of Duty series is going to be successful for a few more years and they really have nothing to worry about. And it's going to be a while until they get dethroned, and Battlefield 3 is basically no threat to the success of Modern Warfare 3. So the biggest reason that I think a lot of people don't understand, which will cause Battlefield 3 to fail or fall short of the sales that Modern Warfare 3 will make, is Battlefield 3 is a PC game. Basically, it's been made for the computer, and it's best played on the computer. It's going to be the best experience on the computer, and you're going to need a pretty powerful computer to be able to play it and enjoy it to its full potential. And the majority of people who play first-person shooters play them on the Xbox, or at least the majority of people who play Call of Duty play them on Xbox. And the problem with people who are thinking that they're going to switch to Battlefield 3 when it comes out instead of getting Modern Warfare 3 is that a lot of them are expecting to play it on console and think that it's going to be an amazing game on console, when the truth is it's really not, because on console Battlefield 3 is going to be running at 30 frames per second. It's going to be feeling really sluggish and slow. The graphics are going to be dumbed down significantly because the Xbox, if you consider how old the Xbox is, it really stands no chance against like a modern PC, which is what Battlefield 3 has been made for. So you're really not getting what you've been seeing in the trailers and all that, because what you're seeing in the trailers is PC footage, and it's way better quality than what you're ever going to get on console, and the frames per second is way higher. And some people also don't understand, some people, like I've had arguments about this, they don't understand that 30 frames per second, yes, is the fastest that a human eye could see, and you won't be able to tell if it's above 30 frames per second if you're watching a video. But when you're playing a game, there's actually a huge difference, especially on the ID Tech 3 engine, which is the base engine of what Call of Duty runs on. It makes a huge difference on what frames per second you're running on. And for example, when you're playing Pro Mod on PC, which is a competitive mod for, well, it's most played on Call of Duty 4. They also have it for World at War called Com Mod, and apparently they have it on Black Ops now too. I haven't played Black Ops on PC though, because my computer isn't powerful enough, which I know a lot of you guys' PCs aren't powerful enough, to run Black Ops on PC either, so thus they won't be powerful enough to run Battlefield 3. Anyways, on Pro Mod on COD 4, I don't know, I haven't played much Pro Mod on I haven't played any Pro Mod on any other Call of Duty, but basically on Call of Duty 4 how it works is there's certain frames per second that you're not allowed to run because it's unfair, and it gives you unfair advantages if other people can't run the same frames per second. So basically the frames per second that people tend to run is 125 if they have a bad computer, which is what I run if I'm playing Pro Mod, 125 frames per second, and I think you can go higher to 250, I think it is what the next best, or that's actually the best frames per second I think you can run in Pro Mod, sorry. But anyways, frames per second is a huge part of first-person shooters, and first-person shooters play terrible on 30 frames per second, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, and Battlefield 3 is going to be 30 frames per second, and that's the same with a lot of other shooters on the Xbox, and that's why Call of Duty does not need to make a new engine on this gen of consoles, because really the Xbox isn't ready for a new engine. It's just going to be a big waste of money, and they might as well save up until the next gen of consoles come out so they can see what kind of specifications they can get and max out the hardware basically, and have really nice graphics on the next gen of consoles. But right now you can't have good graphics like Battlefield 3 and a high frames per second, so it's either gonna look nice and feel bad, That's what she said, or I don't know. That wasn't what I meant. But you can't have both on Xbox, have it look good and play good, basically, in a first-person shooter. You have to pick one or the other, and I think we can all agree that Black Ops isn't as nice as a first-person shooter can look. I mean, on Xbox anyway. Like, if you can compare it to Battlefield 3 or Crisis 2, obviously they're way nicer on PC. But you just can't get that because Xbox is made for consoles, like I said. I mean, sorry. Black Ops is made for consoles, so they don't really put the specifications too high, obviously, because they're not making the game with playing it on PC as their first priority. So they make it for the Xbox since it's the most popular platform, and that way they'll make the most money. And then when the next gen consoles come out, obviously Activision's rich and they'll have a ton of money to spend on a new engine finally, since Call of Duty has been running on the same engine since Call of Duty 4, and there's really no reason. People are saying that Call of Duty needs a new engine. It definitely doesn't, because it's a Xbox based game, and there's no reason for them to get a new engine while it's still on the Xbox 360. They have to wait until the next Xbox, so you can call it an Xbox 720 or whatever, before they make a new engine, because really the Xbox right now is pretty much limited, has limited what you can do with video games, basically, and you can't really go any better with what you got. So sorry, I'm not talking very clearly, but anyways, hopefully you guys kind of got the gist of it. Yeah, I picked up some red guns here since I ran out of ammo with my sniper rifle. That's about it, guys. So if you like the video, if you guys want to argue with me in the comments, I'll be happy to to try and counter your arguments or whatever, and try and further my explanation on why I think the way I do about the success of Modern Warfare 3 and the Call of Duty series in the next few years. And you know, I don't often express my opinions the way I exactly mean them in the video, since it's you know, it's kind of hard to try and get everything out of your head in a commentary. So if you guys want to talk about it in the comments, I'll reply to your comments as long as they're well thought out and everything, and aren't like too trolly. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Peace.